Looks like we got on live on Facebook first. Here we go. And we're live on YouTube now as well. All right, so we got this good, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. We are coming to you live on YouTube, and we are coming to you live on Facebook for this week's Sports Frenzy. See if how this works out. Haven't done live on both programs in a long time, so we'll see how everything goes with tonight's episode and see how it films. Been a while since I've done this. So, hey, welcome back, everybody. Sports Frenzy. It is Season 9, Episode 32. I had to think about that for a second. 31, not 32, 31. Well, we had our unofficial, not really unofficial, but our official only to the Laura Haviland program episode last week for those who did not get to go to the Special Olympics. So I hope you guys enjoyed your episode, and you guys know how much you mean to me. So I'm glad I was able to get a show out there for you guys. And where did I put the? I can call out. I will call out in the Haviland programs who won. We had Coach Ron coming back for his first victory in a long time. He had 15 out of the 19 points available. And then we had Ian with 11 out of the 19 available points. So congratulations to you guys over at Laura Haviland. What's up to our live audience on Facebook? I see so far we have Jessica joining us live, and welcome both you guys to the live version of the show. Hope everybody's doing good, and we'll see how this goes. I'm excited about this week's show. We have a good one for you. I was able to get a lot of stuff on here. You know, it's baseball season, so we got baseball on here, of course. But I was also able to get some hockey playoff action from NHL. And I was able to get some NBA action on here for you guys. I'm super excited about that, as well as we can follow along with the some of the playoff stuff along with baseball. And how about those Tigers, huh? Does it still sadden everybody to watch and see that we have still have that we just got done with the Houston Astros and suffer through watching our former all-star pitcher Justin Verlander pitch against us? I know it hurt me a little bit. And it's like the first two games we got creamed. And then this third game, I'm like, do I even bother watching it? Oh, gosh. Anyhow, with that being said, I got to still support the Tigers. You know, they're my team for the most part. All right. With that being said, let's get ready for this week's picks edition of the show. And so far, everything is going good live. So, as always on the show, Coach Cole brings his lemonade. Got the good stuff from Walmart this week. I have so many favorites, it's not even funny. But let's jump into this week's edition of Sports Frenzy. We are starting off with college. We still have some college baseball going on. Getting close to playoff time for baseball. We'll see how that tracks and if we'll be able to follow that. Gosh, guys, I mean, I can't tell you. I don't know how I haven't come down on how many days or weeks we have left of the regular school season. But, man, we're going to be walking into the end of Sports Frenzy here before too long, before the TV, the live broadcast for the regular season. And I gotta mention, we up and coming. We have baseball season as well for Sports Frenzy, and the summer programs at the Porter Center. We haven't set up the times for when we will be doing that yet. What time we're going to play, what day, we haven't figured out. Wait, yes, we have figured out what day. We got the gym reserved. Anyway, for those of you who have not followed us along, our baseball games are played at what we call the Porter Field of Dreams, which is our very own Porter Schools gym. And we always have the Chapman Tigers, and we are keeping the team name for us under wraps at the moment. Something special this year. We'll introduce it soon. You guys will be we're kind of excited about it, that our students in our room helped pick it out, the name this year. So we have a new team name again to go with our defending of the championship pillow. So that is not too far off this season either. So anyway, stay tuned for all that action coming up. I will get figured out soon when everybody's last days are and figure out when we're going to wrap up the live portion of Frenzy this season. But you can always count on us continuing to do. We really don't take the summer off. I still do broadcasts, not really the live show as much, but we still always post to the Facebook page, the Twitter page, and things like that. So we'll still be around and about, just not. I don't completely take the summer off. Let's put it that way. All right, enough with the rambling for the moment. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and get into this week's picks as we're starting off. Starting off with college baseball season. And here we go. Okay. It's right where I want it to be now. We're starting off with, of course, the world's greatest college, and I'm talking about the Go Blue Boys, the boys in blue, the Michigan boys. Go Blue! Coming in at 37 wins and 14 losses. They are on the road this week, traveling to Nebraska. Nebraska has gosh, gotta get the logo on both programs here. Nebraska has 26 wins, 19 losses. We are looking at a 8 p.m. first pitch, and you can watch this one because it's Friday, and it's going to be on the Big Ten Network. That's right. So with that being said, folks, you always know who Coach Cole's got. Coach Cole has got the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! Next up, we have the East Lansing Burning Couches. East Lansing Burning Couches, patent pending. They have 19 wins and 32 losses. They are struggling this season. They are on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the number 25th ranked Illinois. Illinois has 30 wins and 16 losses. If you're going to be anywhere here in the area of Illinois and you're going to see this game, it is Military Appreciation Night for those out there. Shout out to all our military personnel. God bless you all. We love you all and everything that you do. First pitch for this game is 6:35 p.m., but this is not a televised game, so you have to go to Illinois to see it, I guess. And I am going with the number 25th ranked Illinois for the victory over the Lansing Burning Couches. East Lansing Burning Couches. And they will be a burning on Friday night after the game. I actually had a fan tell me Yeah, burn couches, win, lose, or draw. Apparently, that's their thing. I make fun of it. They take pride in it, apparently. I don't. All right. Next up, I wanted to put games on here that could possibly be televised that you guys might be able to catch on TV. I'm not sure. This is what I've got for you guys. So that's why some of these games are on here. We have Washington. Washington has 28 wins and 19 losses. And they are UCLA. UCLA has 41 wins and 8 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday night at 6:35 p.m. And you can watch this on the Pac-12 channel. I've got to go with one of Roger Schoonover's teams that he likes, UCLA. The number one ranked UCLA over Washington. My pick for that one. Moving along, we have more college ball action for you guys. We have the number 12th ranked Oregon State. Oregon State is ranked 12th. They have 4 wins and 15 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the number 2 ranked Stanford, who has 38 wins and 9 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday night, 6 p.m., and it says this could be on the Pac-12 channel as well. So I'm not sure which one of these games is actually going to be on the Pac-12 channel. Just have to stay tuned and find out. Oregon State 34-15. Got a close record here. We could have almost made this a 3-point bonus game, but we didn't. I think I'm going to go with the number 2 ranked Stanford, just kind of playing it safe here. Don't know a whole lot about a lot of these college baseball teams. Just branching out and putting some different teams and games on here for you guys. Fill out our sheets nicely. Next up, we have the number 3rd is how I was going to say it, number 3 ranked Vanderbilt, or 3rd ranked Vanderbilt, I guess. And I'm in education. 42 wins, 10 losses for Vanderbilt. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against come on, logo. Come out of the bag. There's a logo. Come out of the bag. There we go. The unranked Kentucky. Kentucky has 26 wins, 26 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday night at 5:30. It's not a televised game. I have on here the way my sheets print. The thing doesn't always go. Must not always center it right where it's supposed to go. This isn't your Division III regional championship tournament. That goes with the next game I'll tell you guys about in just a second. But with the scores on this one, I'm just going to easily go with Vanderbilt getting the victory with no problems there. All right, our next game is a local team, and this is the NCAA Division III Baseball Regional Championship Tournament that we're going to be talking about here. And hopefully I don't butcher this name too badly. If I do, I'm very sorry. It is Heidelberg. Heidelberg comes into this series, into this tournament, with 30 wins and 13 losses. But they are traveling to and playing against your Adrian Bulldogs. The Bulldogs come into this tournament with 35 wins and 7 losses. This first pitch for this game is Friday at 5 p.m. It's not a televised game, but I have no doubt you can go down and watch it since it's right here in Adrian, Michigan, where we filmed the show. And, oh, my goodness. I made this your it's first a 3-point bonus game. It's your first a 3-point bonus game. Everybody's singing along with us now. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. And yes, that did sound sinusy and horrible. It's becoming that time of the night where the sinuses really start to kick in. First 3-point bonus game, we have Adrian taking on Heidelberg, 5 p.m. I don't know how much tournament games cost to get into, but get down there and support your Adrian Bulldogs, just like I am supporting them for the victory. Go, Bulldogs. We've got a lot more baseball action going on for you guys. In fact, we are moving into some Major League Baseball, and this is the first time this season we've had this many Major League Baseball games for you. And we're going to open up with, of course, we have the well, we'll open up with this. We have the Oakland A's coming into town. They have 19 wins and 25 losses, and they are playing against our Detroit Pussycats, a.k.a. the Tigers. Yes, I pick on them. Yes, they're getting pretty much destroyed. Yes, they're doing a lot of changes here and there, sending people up and down and all around. Tigers got completely annihilated the last several nights by the Houston Astros. So let's hope they can get a little something done in this series to bring their momentum back, because they are under 500 again. They have 18 wins and 23 losses. Not a good run for the Tigers. I tell you, sometimes it's just hard to watch. There's not a whole lot of action in these games, and it's just tough to watch. But as tough as it is to watch, it's still the Detroit Tigers, and they're still my team. And I got to tell you, Jake Morrison and the announced team has actually been doing all right and keeping it somewhat interesting. You guys know I'm going with my Detroit Tigers. Next, we're jumping to a good friend of ours' favorite team. We're talking about Mr. Roger Schoonover, who most that watch the program know. Roger Schoonover and what we like to now call the LA Rogers Dodgers are doing extremely well this season. They have 28 wins. and 16 losses. But they're on the road for this game, and this is an earlier game than what you're used to seeing the Dodgers play. They are playing the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have 18 wins and 24 losses. First pitch for this game, believe it or not, instead of your usual 10 o'clock, is at 7:10 p.m. Unfortunately, though, this is not a televised game unless it turns up on the MLB network. Some of these games do sometimes. So we shall see. Either way you look at it, I'm going with Rogers, LA Dodgers for the victory. All right, you'd think, whoa, why'd Coach Co put this game on here after they just completely wiped out the Tigers? Well, it's one of our games, one of the Friday/Saturday night games that we have available to us for our features. So here we go. We have the Houston Astros with one Mr. Justin Verlander. 29 wins and 15 losses. They are on the road once again. That doesn't seem to make much of a difference with these guys as they play the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have 22 wins and 20 losses. First pitch for this game is 7:10 p.m. is what I'm trying to say. 7:10 p.m. It is on the MLB Network. So if you have the MLB Network, you can watch this game. They're red hot and strong. I can't really go against them. Going to go with the Houston Astros. Next up, we have the Chicago Cubs for you guys. The Cubbies have 25 wins and 14 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Washington Nationals at home. The Washington Nationals have 16 wins and 25 losses. First pitch for this game is at 7:10 p.m. Okay, I said it. My word's scrambling again. 7:10 p.m. And it's on the MLB Network. Possibly. You can watch this one on the MLB Network. I think I'm going to make this. Every now and again I do something crazy, and I'll go with the Coach Cole upset special of the week. I'm going to make this Coach Cole's upset special of the week. As I'm not really a huge Chicago fan, so I'm going to go with the Washington Nationals for the upset, and we're going to call it Coach Cole's upset special of the week. All right. We'll see how that pans out for me. Hasn't been a huge successful season on Coach Co upset special. That's why I don't do as many of them as I used to. Moving right along into more baseball action, and I have this game as your second. 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. We have the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays have 25 wins and 15 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the New York Yankees. The Yankees have 24 wins and 16 losses. First pitch for this game is Saturday. This is a Saturday game, 1:05 p.m. And this one is supposed to be on the MLB Network, so you should be able to keep an eye on it and watch it. I am going to go with those dang Yankees for the win. Giving the Yanks the victory. Continuing on with baseball action, we have the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays have 17 wins and 24 losses. And they are on the road this week traveling to and playing against the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox have 19 wins and 22 losses. Now, as I always tell you guys, for those watching the live show and for those who will be watching the show on Friday in your classrooms, I waited as long as I could this week for the getting my records. And so the teams, some of these baseball teams might be playing tonight. So your records might be off by at least one game. With that being said, I'm going to go with the Toronto Blue Jays for the victory. I don't know if I said it or not. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. This is a Saturday game as well. 2:05 p.m. is the first pitch, and it's on the MLB Network. So I'm not sure which MLB Network and which time or which game that's going to be, okay? So that's so these are all possible games that could be on the MLB Network. More baseball action for you guys. We have the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies have 20 wins and 21 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to one of the teams that will always fondly be in my memories, as this is where my grandma lived at one point, and my great Aunt Millie. And I've told this story before. Many years ago, they caught me a baseball from the park. We're talking about those Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies. Phillies. They have 24 wins and 17 losses, and that is who I will be picking is the Philadelphia Phillies for the victory. Again, it helps if I call this out. First pitch for this game is Saturday, 4 p.m., and it is on the cable network. It should be on the MLB Network. It says it's one of the games on the B. So that's going to be one of your games. One of those three will be on the MLB Network at one of those given times, apparently. We'll see which one turns up, I guess. Continuing on with more baseball action for you guys. Oh, hey, we have, looks like we have Jamie Rose joining us on the Facebook Live portion of the show. How's it going, Rose? Wow, Why, thank you. Jamie approves of the new specs that I have. As I think I don't know if I explained it. I don't even know what show I explained it on. But I've gone back to, for those of you who hadn't noticed yet, plastic frames. So, yeah. And I never thought I would go back to plastic frames. But, man, they are working out so much better than my my metal frames were. So, thanks, Rose. Rose says, good going, brother. I appreciate that. All right, next up on our Major League Baseball schedule, we have the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have 25 wins and 19 losses. And I must say, Rose, I miss you dearly on the show too, brother. Jamie Rose currently is a second shifter once again in his life, and he is on his lunch break at Taco Bell. Got the craving box. Do I want anything? It's Taco Bell. Of course I do. I'll take, let's see, from Taco Bell, I'll take a couple of those dollar crunchy, not the hot ones, the crunchy burritos. If I'm going cheap, I'll take like 4 of those dollar ones. If you want to go a little more expensive for me, I'll take a few of those. What are those? Those double, triple burritos. I love those things. So yeah, there's my late night Taco Bell order, and you can fly it over on the Sports Frenzy jet. Jamie still has access to all the. He's still an administrator on the page, so he still has access to everything Sports Frenzy, including the jet, which could be like what am I trying to say here? It could be like Wonder Woman's invisible jet because nobody ever sees it. Yes, the special order is on its way. Thanks, Rose. I appreciate it. Oh, man. So our next team that's playing, we have the Atlanta Braves. The Braves have 21 wins and 21 losses. And for those of you who are like, what the heck is going on, that are watching on YouTube, on Facebook, we're also running simultaneously live on Facebook Live, where my good brother, Jamie Rose, former co-host of the show, is currently on his lunch break talking to me on Facebook Live, and I can see all his comments. So that's what I'm rambling on about. We have, let's see, focus on the teams here. I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Brewers. They have the better record, so that's who I've got on this one. Our next game, we have some more baseball for you guys. Yeah, it's baseball season. There's a lot of baseball going on right now, and that's why we're covering a lot of baseball as we're winding down closer to the end of the Sports Frenzy season. We have the Kansas City Royals. The Royals have 15 wins and 27 losses. They are on the road this week, traveling to the LA Angels. The Angels have our former coach as their coach. I did not know that until the Tigers played them this past week. So even though Rodgers says the Angels are not the real Los Angeles team, I actually have to give them a little bit of love. They have 20 wins and 22 losses, by the way. I have to give them a little bit of love simply because of the fact that they have our former coach as their coach, and he's not doing too bad out there. So I can't hate him. I feel he was kind of like the fall guy for everything that was happening in Detroit. So, I mean, he never was going to be a Jim Leland or a Sparky Anderson by any means. But he wasn't a bad guy either, as far as I'm concerned. So, with that being said, Roger might cringe about this one, but I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Angels for the victory. Right. Missed one of my pages. Everybody, I got to grab my other page real quick here. Oh, only on live programming. Just when you think you have your act together, you don't necessarily always have it together. All right, that was the and for that game, I forgot first pitch for that game, and I keep forgetting to tell you guys this, and I'm so sorry about that. 10 p.m. and you can watch this one. The Angels Kansas City Royals game will be on FS1 on Saturday. All right, that finishes up our Major League Baseball action for the night. We are now moving into our minor league baseball action. All our games I've been following them are the Detroit Tiger affiliated teams. Some are doing okay. Some are struggling a lot. So let's start off with our triple A affiliated teams. We have the Scranton Rail Riders. The Rail Riders have 18 wins and 25 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the struggling Toledo Mud Hens. The Mud Hens this season have 13 wins and 21 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday night, 7:05 p.m. And it is a home game, so you can go down there and get tickets for the home game, or you can go to the MILB network, which is pay-per-view, and you can watch it on your computer. But you have to pay for the game, so that's how that works. You pay for it. And with that being said, I have the Toledo Mud Hens victory. Always believe in our teams, even though they're having a little bit of a tough time this year. Moving into our Double-A Detroit Tigers affiliated teams, we have the Erie Seawolves. The Erie Seawolves have 18 wins and 16 losses. They are on the road traveling to and playing against Bowie. And no, I'm not talking about David Bowie. The Bowie has 12 wins and 25 losses, and it's the same thing for this one. First pitch for this game is Friday night, 7:05 p.m. or you can watch it on the pay-per-view MILB network. You can actually also listen to all these games if you have the MILB network app on your phone, tablet, computer, whatever you use these days. You can listen to these games just by pulling them up with your favorite team, and it'll give you this program to listen to it on. With that being said, of course, I'm going with the Detroit affiliated team, the Erie Seawolves. In Class A Advanced, we have, oh gosh, I forgot to print this logo. I'm so sorry. Always something going on. It's been a busy week. I always say that, but it has. It truly has been, especially as we get closer and closer to the end of the year. So this is Dunen. It's a D with a bird-like figure on it. They have 19 wins and 15 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Lakeland Flying Tigers, who have 14 wins and 22 losses. This game is not... First pitch for this game is at 6:30 p.m. It's not a televised game, but if you happen to be out in Lakeland, Florida, and you're watching this game, it is Aladdin night for those of you who know that. But I will be going with the Detroit-affiliated Lakeland Tigers for the victory on that one. Lakeland Flying Tigers. And our last baseball game of the week for you guys. This is Class A Detroit Tigers affiliated team. We have the Rogers Dodgers affiliated Great Lake Loons. The Loons have 20 wins and 14 losses. They are traveling to and will be on the road playing against... Oh, where'd that logo go? There it is. Your West Michigan Whitecaps. The Whitecaps currently have 16 wins and 20 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday night, 7:05 p.m. And you can watch it on the, if you live in that area, you can go to the game. If you don't live in that area, you can watch it on the MLB network, which is that pay-per-view channel I was telling you about on your computer. Or you can go ahead and listen to it on the radio. But I even though the Great Lake Loons are as hot as the Rogers Dodgers, I'm going with the West Michigan Whitecaps for the victory. And that's all we have for the rest of baseball action for you guys. Oh boy. By popular demand, it's back. Tune up the clipboard. You guys ready? Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. dun, dun. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Oh, here we go again. Dun, 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 dun. Your favorite part of the program. Dun, 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 dun. Or your worst part of the program. Dun, 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 dun. Depending on how you look at it. Dun, 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 dun. We got those NHL playoffs. Dun, 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 dun. With my team that I didn't think was going to make it. Dun, 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 dun. But somehow they did. Dun, 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 dun. I said somehow they did. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, but first, dun, 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 dun. Oh, first you must know dun, 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 dun. That I've got a cough dun, 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 because you know me. Dun, 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 dun. This is game 4 in the finals. Dun, 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 dun. And the series is currently led by the Blues. Dun, 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 dun. If I put that down right, dun, 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 which makes me pretty happy. Dun, 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 dun. But let's talk about who they're playing. Dun, 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 dun. They've got the San Jose Sharks. Dun, 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 dun. They got those San Jose Sharks. Dun, 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 dun. I said the Sharks. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. They have 46 wins, dun, 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 27 losses, dun, 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 and how about the 9 overtime losses too? Dun, 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 dun. But tell you what's going on. Dun, 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 dun. I think the Blues have got the advantage. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I think the Blues have the advantage. Dun, 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 dun. As the game is in St. Louis. Dun, 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 dun. Oh boy. It's bad. I said the game is in St. Louis. Dun, 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 dun. Giving the Blues the home field advantage. Home ice advantage, not field. They play on ice. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, cold ice. Dun, 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 dun. So the Blues come out with a 45 wins. Dun, 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 dun. 28 losses. Dun, 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 dun. With 9 overtime losses too. Dun, 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 dun. 9 overtime losses too. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the great thing about this game. The great thing about this game is it's at 8 p.m. And you can watch it on NBCS. And now that I've tortured you guys enough, let's go ahead and make my prediction. But you already know my prediction. And you're please saying, please, oh, please just stop this. So I'll put you guys out of your misery. And I'll come right out and say it. You know I've got those St. Louis Blues. Oh boy. Yes. Am I crazy? Yeah, just a little bit. I am. I'll admit it. Good or bad, I sang in a choir, and I did sing in a band at one point. So, oh, you want to see the logos just for the heck of it? There you go. There's your Sharks. There's your Blues. I'm thankful one of my teams made it in the playoffs this year, and I got my Blues, baby. Coincidentally, you guys can start a GoFundMe account for me if you would like me to never, ever sing again. And we'll see how much money you come up with, and depending on how much you do, then I might stop my singing. But, I haven't – excuse me. I haven't got any hate mail. My wife rolls her eyes a lot, but tries to tune me out. But she's not even in the Sports Frenzy area where we're filming right now, so – she can't hear me, or she turns up the TV a little extra louder so she can't hear me. Just the eye roll and embarrass her. That's all. Is it worth it? Yeah, maybe. All right. As I was excited about, we also have NBA playoff action for you guys this week on top of, so we got a little bit of everything going on. Baseball, hockey, basketball still, so that's pretty cool. Our first game is a conference final game. It's game number 2 in the series, and so we have the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors have 58 wins and 24 losses. And they are traveling to and playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have 60 wins and 22 losses. I got to tell you guys, tip-off for this game is at 8:30 Friday, and you can watch it on TNT. I'm such an old school NBA kind of guy that I have not really been paying attention to the NBA this year. It's just not something I've been following as much as I should. I just don't really get into. I don't know. I just don't like it as well. I've watched some Pistons games and they were disappointing this year. Even my Celtics didn't do. They're not really what this guy's flavor is as far as. I guess when you grew up with the basketball I grew up with, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, the Charles Barkleys, all those classic guys in the olden days, this just is not the NBA I like to see anymore. And, one of my favorite guys isn't even in the league at the moment, which was Nick Stauskas. So I was hoping for big things for him, and that did not happen. So I could stop my ramble on that, but this is kind of how I feel. I'm not strongly invested in this this season's NBA anymore. I don't know either one. Like I said, I'm not really sure about either one of these teams. So I am just going to go with the Toronto Raptors for the victory. Next up in our conference finals, we have game number 3. We have the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors have 57 wins and 25 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Portland Trailblazers. And the Trailblazers have 53 wins and 29 losses. This could tip-off for this game is Saturday, 9 p.m., and you can watch it on ESPN. in a sense, this could have been a 3-point bonus game as well. But it's not. So let's just go with the Golden State Warriors. I don't know. Put it on there mostly for you guys, fans out there. Again, like I said, I don't really follow. I have not followed the games very well at all. All right, well, that ends it for the what we have for our regular picks portion of the show. But this week, we also have a WWE pay-per-view for you guys. That's right. We're talking about the Money in the Bank. And for those of you that don't know about the Money in the Bank, whoever wins the so it's a pay-per-view, and you have a battle royal, basically, where there's so many guys in the ring at once. Last man standing who gets on the ladder and pulls down the Money in the Bank briefcase. It gives you a contract to take on any champion, any one champion, anytime for the year, anywhere. And usually most people will wait up to a year, and most people will wait and cash in their championship when the champion has been beat down so badly in a prior match that he cannot defend himself. So how that works is, and that's usually how they win their championship. But the matches I have for you from this pay-per-view, the pay-per-view is called Money in the Bank, but there are separate matches. So we're going to go over the ones that I have chosen for the Sports Frenzy show. Our first match of the night has a lady who goes by the fact that she calls herself the Man now. It is your Raw and SmackDown champion, Becky Lynch. She is taking on Charlotte Flair. And this will be you gotta listen closely because she's going to be wrestling twice in this pay-per-view. So, with that being said, this is for the SmackDown Women's title. I think Becky Lynch is going to retain that title in what could be a pretty wild and crazy. I think they'll make this a pretty wild and crazy match because they're really pushing the women's division right now. They want to take them. They want you to take them a lot more serious than you used to. They don't want them being just what they call divas anymore, what they used to call divas. All right, your second match that I have on here for you guys is for the Universal Championship. And your Universal Champion right now is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is your Universal Champion, and he will be taking on the one and only AJ Styles. And this is for the Universal Championship. I just got a feeling this match isn't going to go down fairly. Somebody's probably going to end up interfering. I feel like Seth Rollins is going to retain the title, though. I don't see him dropping the title right now. They're popular, and they just gave it to him. So I'm going with Seth Rollins for that particular title. Next up, we have the WWE Championship match between your current champion, Kofi Kingston, and he will be taking on Mr. Kevin Owens. They just gave Kofi has just become your new champion. I don't think Kevin Owens is going to take the title away that soon. I got to go with Kofi Kingston retaining the title. And then your final WWE match that we have on here again, we will have, no, this is not a typo or a do-over. This is Becky Lynch again, the man, Becky Lynch, defending her title again, this time being the WWE Women's Championship Raw title. She will be going up against Lacey Evans, a newcomer from a newcomer to the WWE. Excuse me. Wow. So I don't think Becky's going to drop any titles this weekend. They're going to make her more of the man by retaining both her titles. And that is what we have on the docket for the pay-per-view. There's also the women's Money in the Bank match and the guys' Money in the Bank match. And there might even be – there's a Cruiserweight Championship match on there. And I think a couple other titles that doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned. Not even 100% sure I'll watch this have anything to do. Keep an eye on this pay-per-view. But I will say this for my Haviland friends, this might mean, I'm not 100% sure, because these run late into Sunday. I'm not sure I'll have your sheets done by Monday. I'll try to have everything set up for you guys Monday, but it might take me until Tuesday to get the sheets to you. But we'll see what happens. I'll try, okay? All right, we have jumped into NASCAR action, and our NASCAR action this week is the Monster Energy NASCAR All-Star Race, apparently. It is Saturday at 8 p.m. Saturday at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And you should be able to watch this on Fox Sports. All right, we are going to go to Sports Frenzy page. If you're not a member of Sports Frenzy page yet on Facebook, what are you waiting for? Get approved. Come on over, Facebook page, Sports Frenzy. And all it takes is for you just to find the page. And I approve everybody pretty much as quickly as I possibly can. If you don't want to follow us on there, you can follow us on @SportsFrenzy1. That's our Twitter feed page. If you don't like Twitter, you can just watch the videos right here again on YouTube, which is Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1. And I recently created a new Instagram account. And you can find that us at Sports Frenzy 1 on there as well. So we are trying to get a little more modern with things. I'm doing the best I can as a member of one these days. We still got the nation putting stuff on here for you guys. But as far as all the behind-the-scenes stuff goes and running the show and everything, that is all done by good old Coach Cole these days. So we do the best we can. From coming from our Sports Frenzy page, I kind of give the headlines for this stuff. I don't really, some of it I talk a little bit about, most of it I don't, because we're already over an hour in our programming. So here's what I got for you guys. This is all on the Sports Frenzy page. If you want to check out more of it, you can on the Sports Frenzy page. Cody Rhodes giving a huge thank you out to everybody and letting everybody know that AEW Wrestling is on its way. Its first pay-per-view is the 25th of this month, and they have a TV deal with TNT. So congratulations goes out to Cody Rhodes and the new wrestling promotion at AEW. I'm super excited about this. I hope it's going to just rock WWE's world, so they'll change things and start becoming better again. But yeah, AEW Wrestling, I'm all in and looking forward to it. Get me some gear as soon as I can, guys, on that one. And Cody Rhodes was recently on thanking everybody for that. Joe Louis Arena demolition continues to go on. You can't tell from the outside. The building still stands the way it is. But on the inside, they've got a lot of demo work done already. So sad to hear about continuing on. And like my buddy Jeff, Professor Jeff said, it's progress, Got a new arena, which isn't as – I mean, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that debate about whether it's better or not. On to some more news. Have heard that Ric Flair was rushed to the hospital for a procedure. Some people are saying that bad situation. Other people are saying it was a planned surgery, so not to worry. So that's information we have on that. Did a nice write-up story on the guy who caught the baseball from I can't even pronounce his name. Pujols, whatever his name is, caught that ball. And some of the reasons why he kept the ball and everything. Nice write-up on our story there. The Tigers have recalled Dowell Lugo from Toledo. He's been called up to baseball action. And the Tigers have announced that Jeimer Candelario has opted down to Toledo. So that's news there. Congratulations goes out to the Adrian College softball team. As they announced, I don't know why I put congratulations with that, probably because I was looking at my next article. Adrian College softball team has announced its clinics for the upcoming summer 2019 dates. You can read more about that story on our Facebook page as well. Congratulations goes out to Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. They are the recipients of the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2019 NBA Awards, June 24th on TNT. You bet I'll be watching that one because those are two of the greats as far as I'm concerned. The Pelicans have zero interest in trading Anthony Davis to the Lakers. So interesting. You can find out more on that story there. Congratulations to Nick Ames. He earned a promotion to Lakeland. Interesting write-up on the Sports Frenzy page. NCAA to consider allowing athletes to profit from their names now. Interesting debate on that one. You can read more about that on the Facebook page as well. Opening day for your new, that's right, Roger's looking forward to these guys, the Traverse City Pit Spitters. You're like, what? Who? Huh? What? The Pit Spitters, the Pit Spitters. It's their inaugural season. That's right. They are no longer the Beach Bums. The Beach Bums are history. They are now the Traverse City Pit Spitters. They're in a new league, was bought by a new person. Everything has changed, and opening day for them is May 28th, and I'm sure Roger Schoonover will be there with his Pit Spitters jersey on because he is super excited about them having their new name. You've been hearing about it. Big news all week long. Coach Beeline is left Michigan to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers job. Don't ask me why he would do such a crazy thing like that, but it sucks if you're a Michigan fan. And now the search for a new Michigan coach has begun. And I hate it, but it's probably going to be a long process. But we wish Coach Beeline the best, and I will not be. Unfortunately, I cannot cheer for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not at all. Anyway, we've gone about an hour and 10 minutes. I think that's about enough for you guys, all you can handle this week. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I think it's supposed to be a nice one out there. So get out there and support some sports, your teams. Have fun with your families, whatever you like to do. And we'll catch you again. I believe we'll be back on. We should be back again next week. I believe so. I don't think there's any dates or anything that should be hindering that. Anyway, have a great weekend, everyone. I'm the coach. Be blessed, and we'll see you guys again back here real soon. Take care, everybody.